Hello peeps and welcome back to Trading with SLY. If you're new here, my name is SLY and on this channel I teach technical analysis and market structure to help you become a more disciplined trader. In today's video, we'll be preparing for the trading week. Today is the 5th of July 2026. So the week begins tomorrow, Monday, 6th of July. And we'll be looking at four major markets: BTC USD, Euro versus the USD, the US dollar versus the Japanese yen, and of course XAU USD, which is gold versus US dollar. The goal of this analysis is not to predict the markets, but to identify high probability scenarios, key levels, and to prepare our trading plan before the week begins. So let's get into it. Firstly, I like to start with higher time frame. Let's start with BTC USD. Just a second as that loads. Okay, so we go into the charts. So for the higher time frame, I would go to the weekly time frame. Let's look for the weekly time frame. So there, we'll go on the weekly time frame and see, look out for what market is doing. On the weekly time frame, I like to ask myself, is the market making higher highs or higher lows, or is it making lower highs and lower lows? Is the price ranging? And then where is the price positioned relative to support and resistance? After this, I don't really do much on the weekly time frame. I just look for these conditions I have mentioned. So in this case rather, we can see that price was firstly giving us higher highs and higher lows like that before we now had this, which could be termed a change of structure or market structure shift, whichever one, change of character. Yeah, so right now we can see that price on BTC USD on the weekly time frame is now delivering lower highs and lower lows, right? So like I said before, the next question I'll ask myself is, where is the price positioned relative to major support and resistance? So if we just zoom in, you will see that price is looking to be at the lower end of this impulsive move. That is the impulsive move. Sorry about that. That is the impulsive move because right now we are bearish on. Let's just take this out. We're bearish on this market. Let's take out everything. We're going to have those markups back on at the right places. So you can see that price is down. What we should be expecting now might be just retracements to take us towards imbalances and liquidity in this market. So after this, I would like to go down to the daily time frame to refine the bias. If I go down to the daily time frame now, what can I see? I can still see bearishness. I can still see bearishness. Even here still, I would like to know where is price relative to key levels. Key levels. Remember that higher time frame controls the lower time frame. If you ignore the higher time frame, you often find yourself trading against the dominant trade. So we would like to mark key levels and identify the most important price levels. These levels include, for instance, we'd like to know the previous week's high, the previous week's low, the major daily support levels, major daily resistance levels, and areas where price have reacted before. Right. So let's go back to the weekly time frame and mark out the previous week's high and low. We can just use this line here, place it there, and get another one, place it at the low. You can see that that green candle is the previous week's candle, right? I think I'm making a mistake though. Sorry, we should be marking the white candle, not the green one. this because a new candle is going to open tomorrow. So this is last week's candle, right? So that is our weekly high and low. So we now go down to the daily time frame. Remember, we are bearish on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, we're also seeing bearish price action. We're seeing bearish price action with this little retracement having happened here. And within that retracement, we can see that price has come in to take out some liquidity levels here. It has taken out this. And can we see any imbalance? No imbalance in this leg. So let's see. It's also still possible that price could be looking to still take out liquidity here before continuing downward. But remember, we said we are not predicting the price. We are waiting to see what it has to offer, and then we react from what price gives us. Okay, these whole steps we are taking, it helps us understand what the market is trying to do instead of forcing our own opinion. So we are supposed to identify liquidity, and liquidity exists at previous highs, like I've shown you before. Previous highs, equal highs and lows. Let's take this out. These are previous highs. This right there is also a previous high. So since we are bearish, we'll be looking to take out liquidity at the upside to continue the downward movement. Okay, then as we are in a downward trend, I would prefer to sell from a premium position. What will I term a premium position? A premium position is simply if you take your fib right now and place it from up here, draw it from top to bottom of the range, and look for the 50% of this whole range, which is right here, this green line here. That is the 50%. Anything above this 50%, anything above this 50% of this full range, this is the full range, the top here, down here, and we drew it from up to down because the price is going down. The price is in a downward trend. So anything above the 50% of this range is the premium, while any price below the 50% range is the discount price. In an uptrend, we want to be buying from a discount position, while in a downtrend, in a bearish trend, we want to be selling from a point of premium. This keeps us getting it helps us to get better prices rather than chasing the market, right? So let's continue our analysis. If we're looking, we are seeing retracements right now. So price has retraced, and this could also be considered a supply zone, or a resistance zone, however you want to call it. It's possible for price to react from that zone and still come downward, right? So from this daily time frame, we can go down now to the hourly time frame and look out for possible reversals downward. Since the daily time frame is giving us retracement upward, it's normal for us to be seeing bullishness on the hourly time frame, because relative to the daily time frame, the hourly time frame is a lower time frame, right? So we can rightly see that price is doing just that, delivering higher prices by giving us swing low here, swing high here, higher swing high, higher swing low, and so on and so forth, moving in an upward direction after having given us all of this downward movement, right? So what we want to see, what will inform our selling from BTC USD would be when price eventually reverses and aligns itself with the daily time frame. Then we would want to start selling because of course the daily time frame is bearish, the weekly time frame is bearish. So it's only logical for us to be looking for opportunities to sell with the trend. The trend is your friend, remember that. So another thing we need to check is the weekly calendar. This is the technical aspect of our analysis. We still need to look out for red folder news events, we can go to sites like my FX book or forexfactory.com. And I have actually checked from Monday through Friday. I've checked before now, and there are no red folder, there are no major red folder news events like that. Not much, not much, not much. Majority of the news events that we have, economic news events that we have, are low impact news. So I've done that already on your behalf. You can go check it out by yourself later. So this whole process is what we're going to still repeat for Euro USD, USD JPY, and XAU USD. So let's go down to Euro USD first. So just like before, we go to the weekly time frame. On Euro USD, on the weekly time frame, what's Euro USD doing? Right here, let's take this out. This, what's that though? Okay, anyway. On the weekly time frame, we can see that Euro USD is actually ranging because price has just been within this range. It has not been giving us any particular direction. It was formerly bullish, but it got to that point. It got to this area and just remained bound within this range. So in this case, if you're looking for direction, then you'd need to go to lower time frame. Like let's see the daily time frame and see what's happening in the daily time frame. From the daily time frame, I can see bearishness just commencing. It was formerly bullish. Swing high here, swing low, higher swing high, higher swing low, higher swing high, higher swing low. Same, and then a take out of this low by this, and an unwillingness to continue upward, and eventually continue to come and take out this. So two consecutive structural swing lows have been broken on the daily time frame. It is safe for us to say that the daily time frame is about to get bearish because the break or the change of character is not confirmed yet. We'll get a confirmation on this bearishness by the time we see a break below this low, right? So right now the daily time frame on the on Euro USD is retracing. It's retracing, having given us a change of character, but we need a change of character confirmation by the break and possible close below that level I showed you just now. So that is okay. Where is price? Price, like I said before, is retracing, and we have liquidity all around. We have imbalances here, first of all, with this fair value gap being disrespected. We still have fair value gaps here as well. We have the swing highs there, so there's a possibility that price could first of all be hunting this fair value gap. Sorry about that. Price could be hunting that fair value gap to now reverse downward. We don't know for sure until it gets to that point, and then we go down to the until it gets to that zone. Then we go down to the 1 hour time frame to look out to see if it would give us a reversal or realignment in the direction of the daily time frame. Then we would know that that fair value gap intends to be respected. So okay, just quick one there. You can see a recap of the trade I sent on my channel, my WhatsApp channel, of course, and the group. So right now, this buy was just a scalp, and it was based on the structure on 30 minutes time frame. You know how we do it. We look for structure, we look for liquidity takeouts, then we look for yield zones and realignment. That's our framework. Then there is one important thing we need to remember: risk management. No analysis is guaranteed. You have to know that every setup should be treated with proper risk management. You have to protect your capital first because there will always be another opportunity for you to trade. right? So your capital is the most important thing that you need to protect first. Um, yeah, let's go over to USD JPY. USD JPY on the weekly time frame. What do we have on USD JPY? The weekly time frame on USD JPY looks kinda consolidating. It looks like it's ranging too. Just looks like this. It's not giving any definite direction, although it was initially bullish. So it has not been like this for long. We still have this swing point there. We have this swing point obvious there, this one too, this one too, and this move is also a possible breakout move. That there's possibility that that would break out and give a swing high, right? So we can still maintain bullish bias, but the position of price now is that price is at a high. Price is at a high point in the market. What's that? Thank you. Bye bye. Okay. So we are now on the daily time frame, and on the daily time frame we can still see bullishness playing out. We can still see bullishness playing out with price giving us higher highs and higher lows like that. Right now we are on a retracement, so almost everything is just on a retracement, looking for imbalance and liquidity to take out, then continue the intended move. Right, next up we have XAU USD. On XAU USD, let's go to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame for XAU USD, what do we have? You can see that firstly I have to zoom out to have a bird's eye view of the chart to show me what the chart is actually doing. XAU USD looks like it is giving us higher highs and higher lows, so it's fair to say it's bullish. What was that? Bullish. Yes, we are bullish on XAU USD. So higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, like that. That is still bullishness on XAU USD. Now we go down to, let's go down to the daily time frame. The daily time frame is looking bearish to me. Yeah, daily time frame is bearish on XAU USD because price has taken out this low and this low with this downward move, and it has even confirmed the bearishness by breaking this low. Now this retracement came still and that low broke that low. So we are bearish on gold on the daily time frame, and right now we are in a retracement as well. You see everything looks to be retracing. So we are looking for imbalances, we are looking for liquidity. On this, I would see that price has disrespected this, it has violated this fair value gap. What else do we have that price could take out? This, it looks here like there is a little fair value gap there, and this, of course, that there is liquidity sitting and waiting to be taken. Then we have this zone right here. We have this zone, this supply zone right here, where price could react from and continue downward. Of course, this is the daily time frame, and if we go down to the hourly time frame, you would see bullishness because the daily time frame is retracing. The hourly time frame looks bullish. I keep touching that place, I don't know why. The hourly time frame looks bullish, but the thing is swing high, both have been taken out. Yeah, it's confirmed. The hourly time frame is bullish. So the hourly time frame is on a retracement now. And if we want to take scalps, if we are looking to scalp the market, we would be looking at this here as liquidity. Liquidity is here. We have, of course, we have imbalances here. Liquidity here. There is a zone. All of that is the zone that price could bounce from the whole of this, right? So when price, and if price rather did I say when, if price gets to that zone on the hourly time frame, if price gets to this zone, we would go down to the 5 minutes time frame, and on this hourly time frame retracement, the 5 minutes time frame is expected to be bearish. When the 5 minutes time frame gets to this zone, then we should be looking for the 5 minutes time frame to realign itself bullish with the hourly time frame, and then when it gives us a reason to do so, we will enter like that, and then like that expectation. That is a possible scenario for XAU USD scalp trading, using the hourly time frame now as a higher time frame relative to the 5 minutes time frame. Mind you that this is this is not ignoring, we did not ignore the higher time frame, the actual higher time frames, the daily and the weekly time frame. You saw that we looked for what price was doing and price position on the daily and the weekly time frame before coming to see if we can get scalp moves, scalp trades, scalp entries or opportunities on hourly time frame. So that wraps up our weekly market preparation. Let me know in the comments which of these markets you're watching this week and whether your analysis agrees with mine. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our market updates. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Trade smartly and stay disciplined, guys. Guys. Remember that the market leaves clues. Learn to read them and trade smart, trade safely. Cheers.